Hey folks, I realized I'm creating so many React applications and scaffolding lots of the things that you would desire in a new project into them. So I decided that I'll make a template. I started with a great React app with TypeScript and scaffolded Cypress end to end and component test example to just a sanity example. Also has Jest, of course, comes with React scripts, ESLint, Prettier, and Renovate application. So basically, it's everything that you would wish to have in a project, but sometimes you're too lazy to put it in there, and it's all there. So what can you do with it? So ideally, what you do is it always stays up to date. So that's one perk. And if there are workarounds here and there, right, those get added in. There is CI setup included. So let's just merge this real quick and then take a look. So the CI, right, it installs and moves the cache and runs unit testing, lint, type check, and we have typos here and there like that, end to end and component tests together. Right, so uh, basically everything you want in a starting project. And what can you do with it? So let's just run some scripts. So once you let's do this first. So it's a template repo, right? So what we can do is just click this template and then pick yourself as the owner, right? And I'm just going to make this private in case I forget to delete it. It generates that repository, right? Now let's just clear this. And so now we have a new repo using that other one as a template, and it comes with everything pre-built, right? So let's just clone it. Okay, clone that one that we just made, right? And then we called it test template, and then we just install. And I'm just using the yarn registry for this because I don't want to use the internal registry. And then it installs Cypress. So it has, Prettier, ESLint, TypeScript, all those tricky things that are kind of a pain to set up, like all the component test setup, end-to-end test setup, retries, and then if you want to have like custom commands and component tests under the source folder, things can get tricky with TypeScript. So you got all that working with this repo. And let's see what we can do here. So we install, right? So we can just yarn side open E2E. So this is using Gleb's server test, of course. We just start the application and then serve it and then run the E2E test against it. And start Cypress with the Chrome. So it bypasses all that, so things start up a little faster. And, and you can switch to component test here, but I want to just show the other script. So open CT, similar thing, but does it on the component test side. Right, and then the component test works out of the box. All right, and what else we have here? Let's check validate. So we have all the usual things like type check, yarn lint, and then what was the other one? One more. So we had, let's see, lint, type check, format, right? So that's the prettier one. So you can do all that in chain, right? But the more the project grows, the slower all this is. So you have a replacement for all that that runs all that in parallel, the unvalidate. As you see, it's faster, and it's even doing a build here, just to make sure that the app can build. But that can be removed if you don't like it. So you would just get rid of this here like that. What else we have? Nope, that's it. And then the unit test, right? So with just we already have that in React. Now, the gist of it is that it has ideal project settings with CI and basically everything you'd wish for. The CI at the high level, See that there's a badge update even because there's Renovate bot. So I mean, it's basically everything I do in most repos in part. So you have the dependency installation, linting, type checking, end to end, and once you put the dashboard into it, I don't put that in a template, but all you have to do is just uncomment the parallelization, and then the Cypress GitHub action settings right there. So you just uncomment that, and similar deal for component tests. And if you later set up Cypress dashboard, you can just you know uncomment that, and similar deal for code coverage. If you just fix the format and enable those, we'll upload the artifacts, and then you'll just have to set up your code cover service. That's it. I mean, even with the template right out of there, see, we just did an initial commit in a PR, right, and then everything's working out of the box. So it saves a lot of time with new projects. And basically, after this, what you do is just start adding components and start adding component tests and start adding end-to-end tests. And if you want, add unit tests with Jest. That's it. That's everything I want to share. Have fun. If you think it can be improved, things can get better, let me know. This is the best thing I know today, and but the, it will always get updated, right? So the repo is react-cypress-ts-template. So we'll always stay up to date with Renovate bot and Cypress updates, and it will always be working. And if there are improvements, people can suggest, or I learn new things that can be incorporated. So it will always be in the best version that I know how things should be. All right, have a nice one. Later.